So you guys have played a lot of shows over the years.
Yeah.
And you'll see some really weird stuff. What's one weird tour or show experience that you've had?
Oh, man. What's a weird... Look, I'd love to have so many stories for it. I really would, but like, bro, it's so... Like, you get to a show, you set up, and you pack down, and that's kind of the show. Like, you know, weird, I don't know.
You see, you've met a lot of strange people.
Yeah.
See some strange dancing going on out there.
we probably the most recent one. We were down in our Lower Hutt one, and Wellington. And this guy came up to me after the show because I've been going on stage solo to start and sing first. And this guy came up to me after the show and he shakes my hand. And he goes, "Man, when you came on stage, I was like, what the fuck?" And then you were like, "Oh, you were cool." And it's like, well, that's kind of weird. It's like, well, that's an interesting introduction. I was like, okay, cool, man. He was angry at first. He's like, "Nah, I don't like this guy." And then he was like, "Oh, okay, he's alright." Yeah. But then, it's just more like, I don't know. It's more like kind of on the road stories and stuff like that. Like, we stayed in a place in Port Chalmers near Dunedin called Chick's Hotel, and that was pretty like we showed up. There's no power. There's no like I see. Yeah, you can stay upstairs. There's no power. I woke up in the morning and my pillow was like covered in blood. I was like, what the fuck? Like, you know, it's just like because it was just weird, man.
There's just people around in the building. We weren't sure if they were real or ghosts. Fuck that place.
I wish I could say we've got some really weird stories. Can you think of any? No. Our fans are great people. You know, like they're really, really awesome, loving, caring, huggy people. And they're great. So I'm happy to say that we have not been weirded out. So it's good.
That's good. So 2015 for These Four Walls.
Yeah.
What can we expect?
New songs. Mm-hmm. That's the main drive at this point. It's been about 2 years almost since the last album came out, and it's that time in the cycle that we really need to start working on new stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So that's our main focus.
So you're hoping to get that out this year? Like
Definitely.
Fully?
We're probably going to go into hibernation a little bit from now on, and just for a few months just really work on it and get some new stuff up.
Could we expect the New Zealand tour off that?
Well, surely.
I would say so. Look, we always try to, man. Honestly, we always try to. It's just like when we were talking about, we did our last run with Auckland and Tauranga, you know, 2 dates we were in for 1 weekend. I mean, initially that was 6 dates. It just didn't pan out, you know, it just didn't happen. Things happen and that kind of thing. But that's always the plan. We always want to get everywhere because we've got people that are constantly saying, please come here, please come here. We want it. We'd love to.
It's been so great doing it with Devilskin because there's places that we just haven't been able to get to for 2 years, like Christchurch and Wellington.
And places we've never been, like Nelson.
Yeah.
You know, like, I mean, that was great. And we've had, there's one person there that's been waiting to see us for like 6 or 7 years, you know, and it's just, they're wrapped. It's so nice to meet them afterwards, you know.
Do you remember that sort of like from... So people contacting you saying, come here. And then if they've been saying that for a long time, you finally get to meet them.
Definitely. Look, it's all us, man. We're independent, 100%. Our Facebook's us. Like Brad does literally everything for the band. So if you're contacting us, you're contacting us, you know. And it's like, and we remember that kind of thing because it's the same person every week saying,
every time we go, we've got a gig in Brisbane next week, and they go, come to Nelson. We know who these people are.
But no, it's just great to be out and doing that. So definitely look, 2015. You know, my big plan, I really, really, really want to make a dent in Queensland, particularly. I think we've got a lot of room and a lot of potential for growth there. Because look, we've been bringing something new to the table, and I really intend on taking that as far as we can. Definitely New Zealand dates, definitely, and definitely at least a couple of songs. You know, if not a new release.
Sweet.
Entirely.
I look forward to it.
Yeah. Cool.
What do you guys think of the Australian rock scene compared to New Zealand? Like, is it a competition or more of a community over there?
We've been greeted. Everyone's been really nice to us moving over there, which is cool. Like, you know, being just coming from overseas and being quite established, we were a bit worried, you know, maybe it wouldn't go down so well. No, everyone's been really cool. I would say it's probably less competitive, maybe because it's a bit of a bigger market and there's a bit more to go around. And musically it's quite different. Like, there's a lot more progressive rock and like the carnival, carnival kind of stuff, and like most of the bands coming up are in that genre. So we kind of stick out a bit, being a bit more just hard rock, a bit more straight ahead. But I think that's a good thing to not kind of be part of that pack.
Yeah, I'd agree, 100%. Like, I mean, compared to the New Zealand scene, it's not too dissimilar. You're still out there playing with bands, everyone's, going for that same slice of the pie. But not so much competition. It's great. It's been really good. Really good. No, it's been nice. Venues are wonderful. Just amazing. Like, everything's set up for gigs, and that's a big thing. It's you don't bring your own PA, you don't do all that kind of stuff. It's solid, man. It's really, really good. Yeah. Every venue, whether you're playing a Wednesday night, it's cool.
I spoke to Thin White Lines recently, and they had said that because they used to be over there. Yeah. They said that the scene over there was sort of a bit dormant because of, like, a whole bunch of the venues have been taken down and stuff like that.
That's true. Like, recently,
the local scene, especially on the Gold Coast, is not extremely vibrant, but the people are definitely there. Like, when big bands come through, like Carnival or Dead Letter Circus, they're playing like 700-800 people every time, and they come like 3 or 4 times a year. So like the people are there. Brisbane's got a bit more going on. It's a bit more of a happening city, and that's only an hour away from where we live. So.
And that's kind of where a lot of the decisions why we made to the Gold Coast, particularly. We recorded our album living to right at the end there, so we had connections there, and that was kind of a good stepping stone for us to kind of plant our feet. But then Brisbane literally being an hour up the road, that's really where we've been settling, and there is actually growth. The venues are pulling crowds, and the venues are like spitting out decent bands, that are really, really growing like across the country. So that's kind of where we see
they do have an unfortunate thing happening at the moment with venues. Like the main venue we used to play got closed down because of noise complaints. Built up some apartments across the road. It's that old story again. Like Melbourne's taken proactive steps to stop that happening now through established music venues. You can't complain about noise, but Queensland's a bit behind on that one. But so far, only the one bar that we know is closed down. Unfortunately, it was a really good one.
Good one. Yeah. Solid. But look, I mean, the scene's alive and well. You just got to fight hard for it. That's it. You can't expect everyone to show up just because you're playing. You've got to build the fan base one person at a time.
And you've got to promote it. And you've got to
definitely,
do all that.
Definitely, man. Definitely.
Have you guys played outside of Queensland? Like, have you gone?
Yeah, we've toured 2 or 3 times before we moved. And, we've done another full tour since moving there. And
2 tours since we moved over. We jumped onto the Electric Horse tour. We did the Draw Card tour. Look, so we played kind of everywhere. We haven't been to Western Australia yet or Northern Territory. But almost everywhere else, major cities at least, we've been. And it's been cool. It's been nice to see the country. A lot of straight roads. Oh man, a lot of driving. Oh man, but it's cool. Like it's great. Like I mean, it's nice because the crowds are different in every town. It's like another New Zealand. It's pretty crazy.
So you guys just hit a bit of a milestone on Facebook, hitting 10,000 likes. What are your thoughts on Facebook and social media, like sort of especially as an independent band?
Well, it's pretty valuable. I mean, obviously it's a great way to communicate to people. It's become a bit tough with, Facebook throttling your views. You put something out and only 10% of your fans see it. It's good and bad all at once, It's just a tough thing to get your message out to everyone that's followed you. It's a bit frustrating sometimes. We'll see how that one goes, I guess. There's always new, like Instagram's cooking with a bit more. A newer thing that we've started doing, just chucking up the photos while we're on tour.
Sound like granddads. Instagram's a new thing you started on.
We were late getting to Instagram, definitely.
Look, it is invaluable, definitely. It's. I mean, you can't
not have
you have to play the game,
and we're pretty active on it. We try to keep updating all the time. Keep people interested.
Active.
But we're going to try something a little bit different, which is fan mail. So if you send a self-addressed envelope to, no, not really. But I love that. We'd also send out cassettes and stuff like that. I'll give my parents' address or something like that. Yeah, let's do it. If you want to send us mail, handwritten letters, you get in touch. There we go. That'd be awesome. I'd love to have a pen pal.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah.
Randomly come across something.
I'll have a weird story for you next time. That's what's going to happen.
Some weird photo of someone Be careful with that. So who would be one person that you guys would love to share the stage with, alive or dead?
Oh, alive or dead. That's cool. Man.
first.
Yeah, look, I would absolutely adore to sing with a guy called Aaron Lewis from Stained. He was the album Break the Cycle was genuinely the reason that I started singing. The first song I ever sang in front of people was a song called Outside, which is just the most cliche song to sing on that album, but it was the first performance I ever did, and the first time I ever went, I can sing. And so I'd love to, I've harmonized with that dude for 15 years, like on recordings. It'd blow my mind. I went and saw them at Soundwave, and look, I was front row along with about 40 middle-aged women just throwing their underwear at him. It was, and I felt a little out of place, but it was just, my heart was on fire, man. It was great. So that'd be me. It's a little not outside the box, I suppose, but he's a personal hero.
Yeah, for me, probably Chris Cornell. I'm a Chris Cornell alcoholic.
Did you pen that? Is that yours?
So.
Is that yours?
Yeah.
Nice. That's good. I like it.
Yeah.
Just TM.
Yeah, from way back in the day, just old school Soundgarden fan and Audio Slave and everything. Just I don't even know why.
You just love him.
Just obsessed.
There you go. He just wants to stand on a stage, doesn't drum or anything, just stand there and just drool.
That vocal range is just insane.
It's pretty phenomenal.
It's real unique as well.
Yeah, crazy.
Right, so what are some Aussie bands that you think we should check out?
Cool.
We're just thinking now, don't miss anyone out.
Look, I mean, the obvious ones, without a doubt, is your giants, which are Carnival and Dead Letter Circus. Look, if you haven't heard them already, which you probably have, being a hard rock audience or whatever, but it's just phenomenal.
They're
stuff.
world-class.
It's just 100% world class. It's just phenomenal. A band that's not so active anymore, but the Butterfly Effect, huge influences for me and probably the rest of the guys as well. Like, it's just massive. So that's kind of like, for us, where we stand in Australia at the moment, that's kind of the A-level players. Outside of that, I mean, there's an Australian band that used to be around called Sunk Lotto, which is Jason from Electric Horse is the singer of that ex-band, which those words don't make any sense, but not around anymore, but very worth a listen, absolutely crazy good.
But now it's kind of
2001. It's new metal, that's it, that's my life. But look, outside of that, there's some pretty stunning stuff coming along. We did a tour with a band called Drawcard, wicked band, really, really killer band, just on form every single night. We've been playing some shows with a band called Mass Sky Raid. They're great boys, and they're a really, really good band as well. I don't know, there's a band, if you're kind of like really sludgy, heavy as sin stuff, there's a band called Helm that are just doing their final shows at the moment. They're wicked as well.
So heavy.
Real heavy. It's crazy too, because it's like 3 Fender Strats, all single coils tuned down to like A sharp, and it's just slow, sludgy stoner metal. Like if Alice in Chains just had a massive acid trip and just went and just a lot of their guitars. It's just killer. It's really cool. And then, I don't know, there's tons, man. There is actually tons. We played with some really, really amazing bands over there. And there's some ones that are really, really taken on the circuit in a big way. They're touring constantly. There's a band that we toured with that aren't in Australia anymore called Bellicera. They're in the States now. And they're kicking ass and taking names, doing really well. So, there's a market to move out of Aussie and into the States, and they took it.
So they did a campaign for it, for
the album or the EP, and and they succeeded, which is
really they got some big names supporting them. Like I saw Lizzie Hale from Hailstorm did a video for them, stuff like that. So Look, keep watch your space, man. They're going to be rocking and rolling pretty soon. For sure. Cool. Last one here. What are a few things that you
Nine
guys
Sons
think?
of Dan as well. Worth looking at.
What was that?
I was just thinking who else was there? But Nine Sons of Dan. It's a bit more pop punk, but killer. Awesome production.
High energy.
Really,
they're
good
all
stuff.
amazing.
Yeah. We haven't really played many shows with those boys, but they're a good band, like Gold Coast band too. So really good.
Yeah, I'll check them out. You should too. So, what are a few things that you guys think define an NZ bloke?
An NZ bloke. I can't call myself one because I think I don't own the 2 things that are required, and that is a garage and a shed.
I would have said a pair of jangles.
I don't have those either. That's it. I don't even drink beer. I'm an NZ pansy. It's You have to have a barbecue book, not necessarily barbecue, but a book on barbecues.
I've actually got one of those. Barbecue book.
Oh, good. There you go. Yeah. I'd imagine a singlet of some description.
Yeah.
A suntan ends there, so just arms. Something high vis.
Yeah.
Something. Yeah.
I'm starting to creep into Australian territory.
Yeah, man. It's I don't know. It's pretty much the first 3 rows of a Devilskin show. I'd say that would be a New Zealand bloke. Yeah.
Good NZ bloke.
That's it. Yeah, good ones. You know, just proud man, and just happy to be alive. You know, happy to just be cranking. Friday and Saturday night is the night. You know, every night, every week. You know, and it's man, it's great. It's I wish to be one day. My mum says I'm
well, you got those first 3 ones, you know, so you got to start ticking those boxes.
That's it.
Get that barbecue book, the handles.
Shed. Yeah, gotta get a shed. There may be a tool in it. Who knows? Maybe one like a hammer.
You don't go crazy just yet.
I haven't got a license to be a bloke. Just a wrench. Just one wrench. I'll just sit there in my deck chair with my wrench. Yeah.
Well, sweet guys, thanks for coming on.
Thanks, man. Thanks for having us, man. It's been a pleasure. That's cool. And thank you. We were both gonna do it. That's cool.
I was gonna say thanks to Ding Dong Lounge.
Yeah.
No.
Thanks.
No, thanks Ding Dong Lounge. No, absolutely.
And we will catch you guys later. Sweet, dudes.
So just stop doing that?
Slow fade out.
New Zealand blokes.